not exaggerating when I say this. Unknown number, high school catfish, really, I mean, it's got your jaw, my jaw was dropping. My jaw was dropping so much that I could have like eaten a meal without like actively chewing. I could have just watched it and had my jaw open and closing so much just to be like, dang, this is crazy. Like this, they said this to him, they did this, like this is who it actually is. So this is your, if you haven't seen it, this is your like, hey, it's only an hour and a half. It's short, it respects your time. It's like engaging, it's fast paced, it's all this stuff. So I recommend it. So you should watch it. Now to get it, just now we're getting into the spoilers. If you don't want to know who did it, click away. You can come back and get the spoilery stuff. So the big reveal, the mom like being behind it, it really was, I did not see it coming. Very surprising. Especially because like they do a good job editing it, right? To like not throw her in too much. It just kind of keeps you thinking it's one of the other kids or whatever. I thought it was gonna maybe be the dad. Regardless, they do a good job editing it and stuff. But really, what's weird is like while you're watching it, she like talks about it as if it isn't her. She says things like, I can't believe that they wrote such and such, and you know, they were so young, and to say like the sexual things was so crazy. But she's the one saying it. It's like, yo, it was you. What are you talking about? You can't believe, like, you're the one writing it.
We were hoping for some type of action, right? Because some of the messages were happening during school hours.
You would have to be so, dude, like her level of insecurity and really it's a control. She's wanting to control everybody around her and be like this just a full-blown narcissist. She just is such a bad person. I cannot imagine doing this to your own kid. The stuff she was saying, bro, it just is so wild and so gross. I'm gonna get like into it more with like what I think about like the daughter kind of saying like she wanted like the relationship with her mom. So like I miss my mom at the end of it and stuff, and like people kind of being annoyed by that and thinking like, what's wrong with her? Yeah, I've got some thoughts on that. But first, I just want to talk about like just the straight up idea that's like, yo, all of you parents giving your kids the phones, right? You can not only can you take the phone away, right? Your kids, this is destroying their lives. It's putting them in terrible headspaces, right? Especially like obviously the mom wasn't going to take her daughter's phone away because she wanted her daughter to have it. But like the son, the boyfriend, the parents sitting there crying. She goes to the school police officer guy and is like on him, like, can't we, is there more that we do? It's like, yeah, there's more you can do. Take your kid's phone away. All the other kids in school, they have phones. Just take it away, or get one cell phone and say, hey, don't give anybody this number. It's between you and me and your dad and like your siblings or whatever. I mean, or like at very least, so like as a parent, I think of like, this was my kid, right? It's like you just take away the phone. Like their mental health is so much more important than their ability to reach you quickly. You know what I mean? Or their ability to text their friends. It just is so crazy. And I feel like I don't want to beat these people up too much wherever they were. I can't remember, but like they say at the beginning of it, there's like one stoplight in town. There's like 2 bars, you know, it's like a nothing town. There's nothing there. That's just to say, like, I just don't think they're the most educated of individuals. Now, like I said, I don't want to be on them. Doesn't mean they're bad or anything. I'm just saying, like, it's like, I feel like the common sense things that could have been done, like, hey, if you have to have, let's say that you have to have the phone. You just there's, for some reason, nobody else in school has a phone. Obviously, this doesn't work, but I'm just pretending like your kid has to have a phone for whatever reason, right? So what you do is you have to treat it like spam. Every time it comes up, you block it. You never text back. You hold whatever on the contact, you hit block, and that's it. Then you go about your day. And the parents can do that at night if they want to take there's just like so many other steps to take because it's been going on for a year. I can get after like a month, 2 months, 3 months where it's like you're trying to give your kid the phone and the freedom, whatever. But like after a period of time, it's like, well, like we have to do something else. Instead, you just go to like you can't find it. You can't. Part of me, it's like one thing that was kind of enlightening about it was the fact that it was like, I thought we could track phones and stuff better. And I get that she was using like alternate like ways to go around it, but like, I thought that we could get around it. I mean, they get the FBI involved and stuff. And so it was interesting to me to learn to like, oh man, it's like I thought it was easier to track phones and stuff. Like movies and stuff make it seem way easier. So apparently you gotta like figure out all the other stuff. So that was enlightening. That was interesting at the very least. There's also like a lot of weird things where like when the husband comes home and is like surprised that she got fired instead of that she left, and how it's like it's been over a year and you guys seriously haven't talked about the fact it's like, where's your source of income, right? You're sharing the income that's coming into the house and you're responsible for different parts of it or whatever. Never at one point were you like, so like the mortgage, like that's your responsibility. Like, where's the money? Like, did you never talk about it? For him to be like so surprised that she had quit so many jobs, do you guys not talk about it? And that kind of leads me into like, it's in this scene actually, like, right, it's too dark because my screen goes dark when it's not like playing, but like right in this area on this big table, that's all liquor, all of it, just like tons and tons of alcohol. So I mean it's like a ton of alcohol. So I'm just saying it's probably not like the most happy household ever, and there's probably not a ton of attention, given to the poor daughter, and like it's just probably not the best place to be. Obviously, dude, everything's backwards. Freak. Obviously. Now, like I said, I was going to talk about the daughter and like kind of her perspective. And like, I think it's totally unfair to anybody who thinks like, you still want to be with your mom? Like, she told you to freaking kill yourself. She told you she told you all these awful, evil things. Like, you want to speak. It's like, dude, she was saying those things on text to everybody, right? She was manipulating and controlling people through like a more like public means, even though they didn't know it was her. Imagine the amount of manipulation that was happening behind the scenes in the home. You can only imagine what that poor girl was like. Dude, she has some form of Stockholm syndrome. She has to. Just imagine what that mom was doing to her behind the scenes. I need you so much. Who knows, dude? It's just so gross. And you can kind of see it in this scene specifically when she's like keeps holding on to the daughter, like pulling her closer, and like you can just see, like, I just felt so bad that happened to her. And then I feel like the editing was interesting too, because there's some clips where it shows her, I think she's like sitting on the bed and she's talking about how she misses her mom and she wants to see her and stuff. But then there's some other scenes with her in a different area and she looks a little bit older. And I think that when they were editing it, they tried to make it look the same, but it was after the mom was out of prison and the daughter says, I haven't seen my mom yet. I think it's good to have space and like kind of take things slowly. And so I think that they were trying to conflate the two for us, the viewer. But in reality, I think that hopefully the girl, was able to get some like counseling and be able to kind of work through some of what her mom put her through, and that she was like able to realize like, hey, I needed some space for my mom, whatever, and like to work through this. Because dude, they were so young. They were like 13 years old. It's crazy. So yeah, the mom's behavior, unacceptable, obviously, just manipulative, narcissistic. Dude, that was the other thing. She shows zero remorse after the fact when she's like being interviewed and stuff. The way that she talks about how like, oh, like people don't know my history, right? They don't know where it's like, who cares where you came? Are you kidding me? Who cares what you went through? The dad who beats his kids because he was beat as a kid is still a bad dad. And you're a terrible mom. Doesn't matter what you went through, doesn't matter what you experienced. What you did to your daughter will affect her for the rest of her life, dude. It's terrible. You can't be in prison forever, but she clearly doesn't have any remorse. Like she doesn't actually think she did anything wrong. When you're watching it, she feels like justified, and she feels like bad things happen to me, and that's why I did bad things. It's like, no, dude, like get out. Like you should have remained in prison just for the fact that it's like you don't contribute anything. There's no positive. You don't contribute anything to society, so just stay there. So yeah, I'm sure that you as well were like, dang, it's a crazy documentary, and it's good, dude. It's so well paced. 90 minutes instead of like a lot of times they're doing like 10 episodes in like an hour or more each. It's like, dude, just make it fun, make it intense, make it quick. And so they do a good job here. That's it. Thanks for watching my video. Subscribe if you aren't already. I drop new videos every single day. And so yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. See ya.